So, my little brother, Jake, recently decided he was going to get his life together. You know, the classic new me routine, gym membership, waking up at 6 a.m., and, of course, meal prepping. He watched, like, 3 YouTube videos and declared himself a nutrition expert. The next day, I caught him in the kitchen surrounded by Tupperware containers and a 10-pound bag of rice. He looked like a contestant on a cooking show where literally nothing interesting happens. At first, I admired his dedication. He measured out every grain of rice with the precision of a scientist and scooped exactly half a cup into each container. When I asked if he was going to add, say, a vegetable or maybe some protein, he said, "No, I'm keeping it simple. You wouldn't understand, it's about discipline." By the end of the afternoon, the counter was stacked high with 20 containers of plain, unseasoned rice. I swear, looking at them, I felt like I was staring into a bland, starchy abyss. By day 3, Jake's enthusiasm had already started to fade. He'd open the fridge, stare at the rows of identical containers, and let out a soul-crushing sigh. At lunch, he'd poke at the rice with his fork like he was hoping it would magically turn into pizza. I tried to help by offering him some soy sauce, but he gave me a look that said, "If I start seasoning now, what's next? Joy? Emotional vulnerability?" Things reached a new low when he started naming the containers. This one's Monday. This one's Wednesday. This one's help. I finally asked him if he learned anything from his meal prep journey, and he said, "Yeah. Next time, I'll prep something with flavor, or at least a will to live." So now the only thing Jake's prepping is an apology to his taste buds, and possibly a support group for people who've lost themselves in a sea of plain rice and existential dread. Turns out, he wasn't counting calories, he was counting the minutes until he could rise and shine with a real meal.